welcome. Thanks for getting your pod on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Feels claustrophobic in here tonight, Danny, with the lights.
A lot going on here, Billy.
The lights are coming.
It's like school picture day.
We got new lights. And,
get your free comb.
All kinds of... Yeah, remember the free comb.
Tilt your head. Not too much.
Oh, God.
Smile. Okay, would you like the tropical backdrop or the?
They gave you the backdrop.
Yeah,
I like the
you had to take the picture with the blue or the whatever that color was.
Yeah.
Then you could have a choice of either like red or magenta, or the tropical, or you could even get the willowing brook with the flowers.
Yeah, you could. Or what about the split head where you're looking down on yourself?
Yeah,
like God looking at you.
What I wanted to get was the picture in the snifter, but they wouldn't offer those in school. Remember when they used to have the picture of the couple like in the little wine glass or whatever?
No.
In the 80s, you don't remember those?
No, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, if you look them up, yeah, there's a picture of some redneck couples like in these. It looked like in a wine glass,
really,
or a snifter.
You know who probably has one of those? Just shooting from the hip.
Mark Hillman?
No, Racing Randy.
Oh yeah,
Racing Randy's got.
Danny was the first kid in history. Silver Creek to have his picture taken on the bearskin rug.
Wait, is that true?
No.
I wish it was.
That would be very, very
That would
funny.
be badass.
That would be very.
When I die,
funny.
I want to be a bear. I want to be a skin rug. You know.
You do?
Yeah. I mean, why put me in the ground? You went to taxidermy, flatten me out.
Why would we do that?
Just make me into a rug.
Can we just hang on the wall next to the
Oh my
Guinness man?
God! Can we get your mouth open and
Yeah.
everything? Oh, that'd be great.
Or like be a big mouth Billy Bass, where
Yeah.
like you walk by and they go,
Oh,
"Take
dude.
me to the river."
It says something about Josh Allen or the Bills.
No, it says something about Josh Allen or the Bill. Actually, somebody came in here today and I heard a whole rant on Josh Allen and how he's a great athlete, not a great quarterback. I heard
get
this.
him started.
I
Come
got this
on.
whole thing.
Here we go.
There's a whole ton of shit to get Danny
Don't
started.
get him
There
started.
is so much shit to get you started. Last night,
I'm looking forward to it because I could use it.
Why? For what? For
Oh,
what?
no.
What do you need to get started
I
about?
can't get into it on the show. But
What
there's
do you mean?
There's some things that have changed in
what?
my life.
In your life?
that I recently learned.
You got
Nothing
divorced?
serious. Oh
No.
no.
Not a second
no,
one,
Boo
right?
and
I know, yeah.
The TV doesn't
No,
work
Boo
now?
and I are good. I went to
Okay.
the doctor today. Everything's good, except I lost the battle. I need to dump all my supplements. My wife was right. I was wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
What do you mean? I don't
He
understand.
goes, you really don't need all this stuff. He goes, what are you taking it for? I go, well, I'm just, I've been watching some videos. YouTube?
YouTube? Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is what you know what? Danny is a doctor. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's always been my argument with people over anything.
Where's your white coat?
Doctor.
Well,
Well, no, I have a friend. I have a friend
We all
who
have
is
friends.
I have a friend.
Well, he has a family member who's a doctor.
Yes.
You've got a brother-in-law.
Yes, I have a brother-in-law who's a doctor.
told him
My
not
older
to take
sister.
supplements.
My older sister is a doctor,
Supplements.
and I have another friend who I'm not gonna say what he does because it's kind of sensitive, but knows all this stuff. But my doctor was like, "You really don't need to take all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just stick
And the
to
guy he listened to was the guy that stayed. It was the doctor who stayed at the Holiday Inn Express
all right,
last night.
but-
just stick to the vitamins.
But
Just stick to the
yeah,
vitamins.
Stick to the vitamins. I agree with that.
Just
I don't know
on
what,
estrogen pills
I don't know
or
what
something?
other supplements that you are or are not taking. I have no idea.
Sleep's huge.
Can you say one of them? What you were taking?
Yeah, I was taking like DHEA, which is actually helps you build more testosterone.
Well, that's
that's one of the compounds.
compounds.
The problem is that you could down the road. He goes, you could end up with a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
if you take too much of that
Yeah.
stuff. I wasn't
Because it's
taking
not
too
regulated necessarily.
Right.
by a
You're going to
doctor.
shrivel up and fall off. or
I got
something?
you.
much. Well, no, it could lead to like other.
Scary.
Could lead to cancer.
He said, look, he goes. 10 years ago or 20 years ago, all these women were taking estrogen. Oh, it makes me feel good. And they end up with all these endometrial cancers. He goes, I think testosterone may do the same thing with men.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is you want these optimal testosterone levels. Well, everybody wants that. The problem is that guys,
Yeah.
and they don't just stop at one rub on the balls.
No. No. You
It's
don't
like,
take one Viagra pill. You take 1.5.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
It's like a gummy.
You got to. Oh yeah.
You got to measure it
You
just
gotta
right.
Just right.
A little
You gotta
bit more
Ride
nice.
that.
It's
You got to ride
nice
that
to
throttle.
stay hard all day.
It is
It's
nice.
It's kind of
yeah.
nice.
It's okay if you can keep going like when you were 19. I mean, hey man. I think that's good, at least for the health wise. But it's funny though because
laughed.
here's the bad part.
She's like, okay, what do you say about
That's
the
the
supplements?
bad part. That's
Came
the
home.
bad
What do you
part.
say about the supplements?
Yeah. Well, see,
come up
that's
with
always
crumble cookie, too?
that's always my argument with people, even about somebody said, I see people with masks. Would you wear a mask? And I said, no, but I don't have a problem if somebody wears a mask. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to have an argument with you over it. I don't know. I can just go with what's for me or how I feel. I said I didn't get sick when I wore the mask, but I don't feel like wearing the mask now, and And they're just like, it's ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, but you're not a doctor. And I'm not going to go tell somebody how to live their life.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't tell you, don't do the supplements. I'd let a doctor tell you. But I'd go behind your back and go, what a fucking idiot. No, I'm kidding.
No, you would, but that's okay.
Before we go any further, I have to introduce Alfonsina.
Hey,
Yeah,
Hey, guys.
he is a drummer for years. Now, I didn't realize this.
Yes, mediocre. Most mediocre drummer.
Well,
in
Tegan and the
Rochester.
Tweeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe Tegan is playing it by herself, solo tonight at Cobblestone on Main.
She probably is. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually, I don't know if you know this. I did retire from the Tweeds.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been with them for 11, 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang up your jersey.
And then you're also in
Yep.
Drumstick.
Boom.
Hello City, the Bare Naked Lady
Bare Naked Ladies.
tribute. You still do that.
We're doing that. Yeah.
And how about What's These Homies? The Weezer.
Weezer. Brand new. It was supposed to be a one-off at
Yeah.
Three Heads and just to fill up a night.
And how was it?
And it went great. And everyone's
Yeah.
like looking at each other.
Now,
Should we
I've
just
always
be
had a
doing this?
problem.
We're like, all right, let's do it.
I have a bit of a complaint with Weezer.
Uh-oh.
That last album that they did that was covers. I go, they sounded fucking identical. I hated it.
That's my beef too. When
Okay,
somebody
really?
does a cover,
I
especially
want-
like at their
Yes!
level,
Give me a little
switch it
Weezer
up.
in there.
Switch it up.
Yeah, but then you get the opposite. Like Everclear did an album of covers too, and Guns N'
did?
Roses did too, and they sucked.
I thought
I
Guns
didn't
N'
know
Roses sounded great. I loved Live and Let Die, and only because it was them. I knew it when I heard it.
He's talking about the spaghetti incident, which
Spaghetti
had
Incident.
like one good song on it.
It was it wasn't good. Everclear tried doing like Boys Are Back in Town, and they did a
Yeah.
couple others, and it was just like, ugh.
Those
Yeah,
are
but at
usually-
least
like,
you
don't
knew.
bother.
Well,
those
at
are
least you
usually
knew. Hey,
those
look.
last albums that bands will do to be done with their contracts with the
Well, that
record
could
company.
be. That could be. That
They
is
don't really put it in. and
Money.
Put the
then
effort in.
You also
Yeah.
have AE Entertainment.
Yes.
So you do all the silent discos.
I do silent discos, karaoke. Whoever wants to hire me.
And then you also have a party band,
Yes, that's vinyl.
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 Vinyl's
yes.
very good.
Vinyls. They're fun. It's fun music.
They're a blast.
Yeah.
So are you working all the time? Is this all you do?
This is it.
This
Yeah.
is it. So you do your entertainment company.
Right, that's
and,
it.
And then the drumming.
That's it. Yep.
Wow.
I don't have. I walked away from a full-time job.
Yeah.
Oh man, how long was it? Maybe 3 years ago.
And how has that been?
It's been freaking fantastic.
It's great,
Yeah.
right? It's the freedom.
It's
you may
great,
be
yep.
working more than you ever did.
Right.
But it doesn't feel like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
your own boss rocks.
There's
unbelievable.
something about it. It takes a minute to get used to. I have to say.
Yeah, the leap was terrifying.
Yes.
It's
The leap is terrifying.
Terrifying leap.
How was the first year?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah. That's how I would
yeah,
describe my first year.
It wasn't bad. I was lucky enough to have a girlfriend, my wife right now.
Yeah.
That
she
supported
stuck
me.
with you, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was there, man. So
Yeah.
if I didn't have that
Right.
to fall back on,
I got
I
you.
would have been screwed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I mean, honest to God, without Danny and Kevin,
Right.
I
Work wives.
Well, I mean, it just was in terms of support,
Yeah, work wives.
even moral support. I'll tell you what, the big lug, Kevin, great moral support for real. Like
I give good moral support. Al.
That's what the rumor is.
Just saying, he does, and
Enough for
that's
two
an
guys.
important thing. So tell me,
I've known this guy for years. We went to Aquinas together.
yes,
yeah.
I wouldn't brag about that.
the silent discos have got to be fucking hilarious
They
to
are
watch.
So funny. And what kills me is I don't know if they're brand new or not. I mean, how long have silent disco's been around?
I don't
Gosh,
know.
about 15, 20 years.
Have they been
they're-
that long,
Oh, yeah.
Danny?
A lot
Okay.
of people don't know about them yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
I approach venues
Because they're silent.
Yeah, I approach venues and they don't understand, but they're like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And like half hour into it, they're
Yeah.
sold, and they're like, "Holy, can we swear?"
Yes,
Yeah, they're like, "Holy fuck, this is a riot!"
please.
We wish
swear
Dan's
at
band
will.
would- we wish Dan's band would go silent.
So,
I know, right?
At least the singer.
yeah. You know, I just see, like, I've always been very impressed, and I
Don't
don't
worry, it
know
might
why.
happen.
I don't know why. What's going on now? The fuck
He
is
talked to
happening?
another doctor today.
What is going on?
You all right, dude?
They're polyps.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
You
We
look
need
good.
to-
Thank you. No, I put on like 30 pounds since the last time you saw me. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
well,
it.
you look like
15
you
over here,
lost
man.
weight.
Yeah, well,
You look like you're down a
You
little.
did look slim today. I was
You
just
did
busting
look-
balls earlier,
I
but you did
appreciate
look
that.
slim.
I had a
Look at
couple.
this.
I had a blood test, so maybe that's why.
You
I
lost
lost.
some
Great,
blood.
great,
Yeah,
great
right.
slimming.
I had an oil change.
All right,
You know,
you had an oil change.
I'd bang you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well,
But no, these silent discos that he does. So what he does, they put on these headphones,
Yeah.
and you can pick like 5 or 6 different stations
Right,
to listen to.
That's
so you
not
could be,
true.
you could be.
Is there 3? Is it usually 3?
There's 3. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
There's-
sorry.
Yeah,
you were
I was
so
trying to make you look
close.
good.
No, see,
You were
this-
so close.
This
man.
is Danny. This is what Danny does. Danny gets all of a sudden, and when Danny speaks, he sounds very authoritative. So So like
Only half of what he says is right.
You know when he was talking about DHEA to his wife. Oh, like I got to tell you, honey. I will be able to satisfy you from now until eternity. I'll be.
I saw it on YouTube.
Yes,
4 minutes is a new record.
No,
She's still not satisfied.
Wait, hold on. Okay, there it goes.
she. But will there be? And we'll get back to Alf in a second. Will there be a little bit of? I told you.
Oh, there already was.
Yay!
She hung up a banner in the house.
No.
I told you so. 2024.
Intervention.
That's fantastic.
Because we just celebrated our anniversary yesterday. So today, of course, she's like, so what did the doctor say? I go, everything's great. What else did he say? Did you ask him all the questions? 'Cause I saw you wrote all the questions out. Did you ask him everything? I go, yeah, he didn't quite get to all of it. Well, okay, did he get to the important stuff? I go, well, yeah, I'm doing fine. No, that's not what I'm like,
See, why didn't you just come out? It's coming.
So I said,
there's nothing you can do about it.
yeah.
Buddy.
I go, I can still take the vitamins. It's the extra stuff
Yes.
that I don't need to take.
The extra stuff.
What are you going to do? Sell them?
Well, actually, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm trying to put them on eBay.
What's the street?
No, you're not.
Why didn't you just bring them? I would.
No, you're not.
Look, I mean, like,
Bring them with you, man.
But I got a whole bag of supplement because, like, on Amazon, you have these subscriptions.
Yeah.
If you don't turn them off, they send them to you. So now I got like 3 bottles of DIM, 3 bottles of boron, 3 bottles of DHEA, and I'm like, great. Like, and all of a sudden, but the beet chews I could keep taking.
I should call my son and see because he takes a lot of supplements.
All right, well, see, yeah, I'll give him to Jordan.
No.
I'll throw in a bottle of magnesium oxide too for no cost.
Yeah, right. If you forget, you fucking see your
Yeah.
bank account. You're like,
Oh
what
my
the
God!
fuck? And you're
I had
like,
that
oh my
happen
God.
today.
Yeah.
An app that I'm paying $40 for this
What?
app a
What is
month.
this
Is that the
app?
Simple app?
It's
The Slim Fast app?
No,
or-
it's an exercise app that I was debating.
that
Do I
sounds
do the
awful.
app or do I do the gym? And I decided to do the gym, and I didn't cancel the app. It's one of
that
those
sucks.
things.
Yeah.
I had a funny thing happen today. You bring up your anniversary, and I don't know whether to bring this up or not, but it was a very interesting thing that happened. I had a meeting this morning, and I go to somebody's home, was where we were meeting. And I noticed that behind this older gentleman is the fireplace, the mantle, and all these cards, and absolutely gorgeous flowers around the house. There's 2 vases filled with beautiful flowers. So I said, was it somebody's birthday? And he said, no, it was just my anniversary.
Oh, I thought you were going to go death.
No death. No death. No death.
That's right.
No death.
Somebody
I was
No
like,
death.
oh, no, don't. Just don't bring it up, man. Just don't bring it up.
So in the conversation, it was a guy and his son that are running a business together that are probably going to work with us on the podcast and some other social media things. I don't want to say what the business is yet because one, it hasn't closed. 2, I don't know that I should be telling this story necessarily. But in the conversation, the guy says, the son is talking to me and he goes, yeah, my stepbrother. Okay, no big deal, right? So I say, so now I see all the flowers, the cards. He says anniversary. I said, how many years are you married? He says 55.
Oh.
55 years, right.
Crap.
So we're talking and we're saying something. And I go, look, and I use as an example. I said, the one thing you have to be with all things in life is consistent. Consistency. I go, it's like a diet. You got to stay consistent and to get the results. It's like the gym. You got to stay consistent. I go, same thing with other things, right? Advertising, social media. You got to be consistent. Guy goes, look at me. I look like I'm, he's just being funny. And then he says, well, I haven't had a drink since 1993.
Oh, okay.
And I said, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
Congratulations. I'm sorry.
He's missing all the good craft beers. All the
All the
IPAs.
stuff.
and-
All
yeah,
Bill
he's
hadn't
missing
had a beer
everything
since
good.
1983 on,
Right?
on the clock.
You missed out on Roarbox.
yeah, right. So he says, he goes, yeah, because when I drink, I love everybody. And I said, I go, oh, yeah. He goes, no, like I love everybody. And the son goes, you know that stepbrother I was talking about? And I went, wait, what? So apparently there was he stayed married.
Oh, wow.
55 years. 55 years. And then, so now, because it's me, I got to ask questions because I'm curious as hell.
what
I
we
go,
do.
right. I go, Ralph, am I wrong? Like, what the fuck? How does this go? How does this work? How in the fuck does this work?
It would have been easier if somebody died.
Yes,
Like-
100%. It would. So I go, wait a second. He goes, yeah. He's like, everybody gets. He goes, matter of fact, my wife, just with the kid, we're on vacation. I mean, he's an adult now, right? Does all this stuff. We all just traveled, and it mentions where they went out of the country, another state. He said that guy's got a house there, and my wife has a room in it practically. They get along great. They try. He goes, matter of fact, the last time they traveled, they all traveled, and I didn't go. He's like, they all went. So then I have to say, I got to ask the question, how about that guy's mom? And he goes, she's a crazy nut. Nobody likes her. But it's, it's a small town. I was like, wow, look at this. That's amazing to me. And if you met this guy, you would never in a million years. He looks like just, family guy. Yeah. Just a man who's all about his family and all about his stuff, but gave up drinking. Damn. Yep, gave up drinking.
That's impossible.
Isn't that wild?
It is wild.
I found impossible. That wild. I found that, not the drink, giving up drinking. I just found it wild that somewhere along the way, somebody was strong enough to go, I love you enough that we're going to make this work.
Yeah, well, back home in St. Olaf, I've told the story about the couple who the mother or the wife is now raising the illegitimate offspring of her husband.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, and he said, I got custody of that kid when he was, about my youngest son's age. And I was like, that's amazing. To me, I went, you know what, that's amazing. That's amazing that there were people.
Credit to the wife.
Yes, that's what I mean.
That's standing strong.
You got it, man. You got it.
It's not like an Old Testament marriage where you got like 2 wives and 2 concubines and the whole big family. It's like just the 26 of us.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I found that.
That's a lot of milk.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We're out of eggs again.
And back then, they didn't have refrigeration.
I couldn't believe it because
Why do you guys eat so much?
I've known people who have had affairs and stayed married, and I had heard of the struggles of going through that and all. And I'm thinking to myself, this had to have happened early 90s, maybe late 80s, okay? Somewhere along there.
Right.
I guess, but here's the thing. I don't know that people were as readily talking to therapists.
No, definitely not.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't ask. None of my business, although I am curious.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Every night
not how did I know how that happened.
Yeah.
I know what happens.
Every night was Melrose Place.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's how does that person? Who's this person that I said your wife's an angel? And the guy goes, absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I found it. I found it almost heartwarming.
I don't
as weird as that sounds. I'm like, wow, that's impressive.
I don't think Americans really got into therapy until Analyze This and The Sopranos.
Yeah, I knew you were going to throw a Sopranos thing in there, but I don't know that you're wrong. I really don't because I think I'll tell you what. I think more men.
Seriously?
I think more men went to therapy.
Yeah,
because of that.
They couldn't admit that. Like if you go to my father and talk about a psychologist,
never.
He would have been like, "What?
No,
right?
For what? What for?"
No, my dad, I would never. I think there were certain situations where there were things in the family wound up, and I don't think my father would even speak. Like I just, it was just his the level of comfort or not comfort with that, and that's all fine. Everybody, has their thing, but you're right, and I think for men it made it way more acceptable from those two perspectives.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like my
women are a little more open to talking about stuff. And
like when my father got cancer and he knew, he was terminal. He knew that, and like the first thing they should have done was like they should have gone because I had a younger brother who was like 12 at the time, and like they all should have gone. Looking back, they probably should have gone into therapy or something just to help cope with what was going to come, but. That wasn't the thinking in my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was you who actually convinced me once to go to therapy.
Well, I had a doctor.
Tommy's tired of you, and you got it.
That isn't what I said. I had a
There's a swear word or two in there.
I had a pediatrician who came to me.
Bro, I'm out of scotch, bro. I can't tank it.
We had my oldest sons are 16 months apart. And one of them had severe food allergies, and we weren't sure at the time what it was because he was projectile vomiting and going through all this stuff.
Oh, that's terrifying.
So you don't know exactly. You have no idea, right? There's no answer. So
brought in a priest, exercise.
The guy says to me,
go out to eat.
The pediatrician said to me, "You should go to therapy." And I'm like, "Yeah, no." He goes, "No, seriously, you should just go just to be able to." He goes, "If you can't, if you're not good, you're going to be good for nobody. You got to do that." And then, so I did. I tried it.
All of a sudden, he's like the therapist of the office.
And I got to tell you, like, for me, and I say this a lot, and I even said this to a bunch of guys at that breakfast the other day. I don't know about talk therapy. I'm not sure. I think cognitive therapy would be an interesting one to try because it's more about the present time.
What's the difference between...
Well, cognitive is usually what's happening right now, and talk therapy is usually like, my mom was a fucking twat, and I got...
Cognitive therapy is, I got this hemorrhoid.
Well, cognitive therapy would be trying to deal with stuff in the present day with all the issues that you have, not going back to find out why we had them.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I always worry that when we go back and start digging, we just stay there and nothing gets solved.
Well, yeah, because when I was a life coach, man, I couldn't get this one guy to stop.
I can't.
What?
You love it.
This poor dude, like, when I found out.
Stop what?
I had dealt with like 7 or 8 people. You're basically giving them an excuse to remain in this state of arrested development.
Yeah.
In other words, I have a problem. It's my life. I go, yeah, we need to fix that. No, I think you figured it out. I'm like, no, we need to overcome that. You go, no. We've solved the problem. Like, no, we found the problem. We need to solve it by doing this.
Well, I always think like a life coach would be more of checking in.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing today? Where are you at?
Yeah.
Hey, have you tried this? Push yourself. You got this, man. You know?
We couldn't even go upstairs.
Oh, what? Really?
I'm not joking.
Wow.
So confused.
One time I took him for exposure therapy. All right, we're gonna take a ride on 590 today. He grabbed the wheel of my car. I said, okay, we got to stop.
My God, if you died as a life coach, what would the headline say? Kevin, what would the headline say?
Local life coach and former radio producer Dan Barello found dead on 590 after his patient grabbed the wheel.
He had a lifeless coach.
He couldn't do anything right. All right, we'll take.
They interviewed. They go to Tommy's house. He's got a glass of Scott Rye. I saw this coming, man.
Kevin brought some Guinness chips in, so we're gonna have to try the Guinness chips. We'll do that when we come back. We got to talk to Alf about. I have lots of questions.
Shoot, about what?
About you
Just
and
everything?
about you growing up.
Oh shit!
And where all this energy comes from,
All
this
right.
positive vibe that emanates from you. But
Alf's
a guy,
like 83. He's lived a long life.
No
Alf,
kids, man. No kids.
well,
That's the secret.
that may be the
He
secret.
came
I don't
before
know.
the Alf the show.
Alf the show.
yeah, I got ruined. in the 80s.
Did you?
I got ruined.
Oh, see, with that, lots of
I had
questions.
to change,
Like I
I had to
said,
change my name.
I put my elf on a shelf up every year. It's a picture of you.
Before you get up for that midnight snack, I want you to know I'll be right back.
we'll get to all that next. But first.